it's so easy to grow a business if you want to.
Yeah. There's people in this market are so good in their industries because they're obsessed with it. You need to be obsessed with it.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Build to Sell podcast. I'm sitting with Brandon Rost. I always pronounce your name wrong. I apologize. He is the owner of B Marketing Solutions. I've known you for what, probably 15, 20 years now?
Yeah.
I've gotten to watch your career. It's amazing what life teaches people. Worked at Yellow Book. He was in the production side of things, if I'm correct, right? Marketing side.
Yes.
I worked at Yellow Book. He worked at Outback. We have mutual friends there. And he's from local here. And we came here today to talk to you really about marketing for home services. And when I was in the digital marketing space, I knew you, really nice guy, hard worker, little small, nice agency, more of a boutique, I'd call it, white
Sure.
gloves. That's the right way of
Yeah,
putting
absolutely.
it, right? Not a big machine, but, good at what they do. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Brandon, why don't you tell everybody who you are real fast?
Yeah, Brandon Rost, own B Marketing. Been in business since 2010. Totally love marketing. Been a part of it for a while and help businesses grow. So that's what I like to do and help them succeed.
And you just launched the Capture Playbook, is that correct?
Yeah,
Tell
demand
me about
capture
that.
system playbook.
Tell me
So,
about that.
yeah, I mean, marketing in 2026 hasn't changed, right? There's still a demand out there. What's changed is the way people are going about getting marketing. Visibility happens before the click now. AI isn't a
Talk
solution.
about that. Visibility happens before the click, because I like to dumb it down to like the 4th grade level so
Yep.
people understand it. What does that mean? Because a lot of people don't understand what that means.
Yeah, I mean, before, like, there used to be 10 searches on a homepage of Google, right? Like SEO. Now there's one option that you choose based on the Google overviews. So visibility is happening before the click into your website, before they actually
Tell people what the overview at the top is when they're using their AI agents to kind of explain what you're searching for. Can you tell them that?
Yeah, definitely. So Google overview is what Google's launching to show the different AI results that are coming out there. They're using their algorithm to build it. What's interesting is Google's algorithm is different than everyone else's. They're building it from the ground up because they own all the different platforms. So within the Google algorithm, they're using things like Reddit and Wikipedia. And the number one thing that they're seeing right now is YouTube is driving search results through the Google algorithm, which Google owns YouTube.
And it's called Gemini, their main backfeed,
For sure,
correct?
yeah.
Right? So you have Gemini in your Gmail if you want to use it. Gemini is a competition to ChatGPT. Most people don't know that.
Yeah,
Can you
yeah.
explain that and how it's funnily empowered and all this stuff?
100%. So like LLMs, there's a ton of them out there now. And I just did on my
Tell
LinkedIn.
people what an LOM is.
Yeah, so language learning model is the models that are out there that are the going from data infrastructure and actually delivering the results to you. So ChatGPT is the biggest one. It's really good for getting you answers that are not complex answers. It's obviously the biggest one that people are using. What's interesting is, and maybe we get into this later about marketing, is 65% of those searches are only based on help me fix this email, write this better for me. How do I communicate with
Of
someone?
course.
Not the 35% that are show me a roofer near me. So it's interesting that that's not happening.
Well, so I just was with 2 people and they pulled data back for me that is less than 1% of people using ChatGPT to do local searches,
Yeah,
which would make sense.
for sure.
I mean, like, people like, "Do you rank on ChatGPT?" I'm like, "What the fuck for?"
Yeah,
Not being rude, like, what for?
yeah,
Now, I know you have to start taking it more serious,
sure.
start looking at it, and, I don't call it I'd say you probably need to make sure your body of work is there, but they haven't been able to monetize ChatGPT or Gemini with ads, and I'm assuming Gemini would be before ChatGPT, but they haven't even monetized it.
Yeah, and they both say it's coming, right? So like the data's out there that ads are coming, But I think that you and I can talk more than most people. When we were at Yellow Pages, it was Yellow Pages. Then online came, and it's like you have to do online, but don't walk away from Yellow Pages yet because it's not proven yet.
Yeah, I mean, the transition stuff are gonna happen. I think ChatGPT and Gemini and LLMs will happen faster than Yellow Pages to internet because the majority of people still don't understand digital marketing.
Yeah,
Like, that's just a fact. Like,
100%.
um, I mean, I had one of the biggest digital agencies in the country for years, and I used to sit there and be like, "How the fuck do you not know even what Google Analytics is?" And most people still do.
Yeah, they don't.
They don't know how to read it. They don't understand what the things are. So I always tell people, if I ever come out of retirement for owning a digital agency, I come back into it, I'm gonna eat everyone's lunch. Not being
Yeah,
rude,
yeah.
just because now I really know both sides. I'm in home services full time. I'm in, I own technology
Sure.
companies. And I always say to people when I talk about digital agencies, the biggest issue you guys have, and I feel bad for you guys, is you get fired even when you crush results for people.
Yeah.
Like,
It just happened to us. I mean, we're going through it now that we had a portfolio of brands that we had 14 businesses with us. They sold to a new company, and the new company's like, "We have marketing." It's like, "Yeah, but we're below industry benchmarks. We're delivering all this."
I don't care.
We
They
have our own
don't
team.
care. They got Johnny Coffee in house that has no clue what he's doing,
Yep.
but he went to a good school. He speaks well. He wears the Dockers. He has the polo shirt, and he can put together a great fucking Excel spreadsheet. And that's their guy.
Yes.
Johnny's the guy. Johnny's the guy. Yo, he's great with Excel and he's great with PowerPoint.
Yep.
Right? Like seriously, like
And maybe he knows ads, but he doesn't know the organic. He
he
doesn't know the
doesn't even
social.
know
He doesn't.
ads. These guys don't know shit.
Yeah.
Listen, all I deal is private equity firms. And I tell people this all the time. Their marketing person wouldn't last a day. My interns at my agency, my interns
Yep.
knew more than their guys running their fucking.
I believe it.
Like my interns.
It's crazy. I believe it.
And that's why I'm not a big fan of in-house. And you know how I feel about in-house marketing
Sure.
people. Like, yeah, we have a web developer here. But like, I don't have in-house PPC here people. I don't have in-house SEO people here because, A, I don't have that much work for them only owning 10 companies that I'd keep an SEO person full time here because what are you gonna do all day?
Yep.
And when you're doing SEO, it's different than PPC. It's different than doing YouTube, and it's different from doing email marketing. Right? So I have email, social in house,
Yep.
but truthfully, like I always tell my team, we get way better with video content. We get way better with social media.
Sure.
But you got to pick your fights, and as long as you're doing it better than 90% of the people. But my thing is this: is you crush results for people at agency world, and they can't answer their phones. They don't want to talk about their close rate. So if I was going to open an agency again, this is how I would do. I swear to guys, had this conversation. It'd be simple for me. I want access to your Service Titan.
Yep.
I want access to your call recordings. I want access to your Rolla or Zero. And I'm not just your digital marketer. I'm going to be your business coach. Because what I'm not going to have is I drive you 100 leads a month.
Yep.
You book only 50 of those leads. Of those 50 leads you book, only 30 to show up to appointments, and then you only close 10%.
Yeah.
Then you tell me I suck.
Yes.
No. You suck.
I hear it all the
You
time.
sucked.
Yeah.
You suck. Because I got to measure these KPIs every single day, not in home service companies. And I see just such a disconnect between digital agencies and here.
Yeah. I'm working with a roofing company now. They closed 19% last year. 19%. Industry average is 35%. They did 10 million. If they just did 25%, it's a $500,000 they left on the table there. But it's a leads problem. We need more leads next year.
Well, this is the thing. We're not, this is the old adage, right? People argue. Close rates are the hardest things to improve because that means I got to train my people. I actually invest in my people. I got to talk to my people. I got to coach my people. I know it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
But these are the things you got to do to improve your close rate, right? For leads to increase, should be what it should be. I just got to put more into the spigot. But that's not always true.
No. And that's part of our program in that demand capture system is it's the AI visibility. It's the visibility before the click. It's AI making the decision for you. But it's also more spend does not equal more growth.
It does not.
Nope.
And my thing is what do you think is the most important position in any company? Like meaning they have the most impact on leads. What do you think it is?
I want to say sales, but you're going to say marketing.
No, I think it's your CSR.
CSR.
And I think because this is it, because you do mostly home services, correct? For the most part?
Yep.
So think about this. Your CSR is the one that deals with 90% of the inbound and outbound.
Sure.
So if you have a shitty CSR, everything else is going to be shitty.
Yeah.
And I never understood that. Like, I say it all the time and people think I'm so rude. I got Peg or Dan over here for 20 years in my company doing a cigarette break every hour for 15 minutes, smoking their Pall Malls or Marbles, not brushing their teeth, drinking Diet Coke, miserable, not at their desk half the fucking time. And we're walking by talking about your marketing and your phone's ringing off the hook.
Yep.
No one's answering you.
Nope.
They don't want to talk about that issue, but they want to talk about your goddamn meta tag.
Yeah. Why is this not working? How come my cost per lead's this? But speed to lead is extremely important.
I think it's the most important thing.
And if they're not answering the phone, or they answer the phone and it's like, if they're asking for a competitor, how are you spinning that? What's the script behind that to make sure you get in the door there?
I don't believe, I've always said this, like, I've never PPC'd my competitors' names. I don't believe in that.
Okay.
This is why. And I'm just going to ask you a simple question.
Sure.
You got kids, right?
Yep. 4.
Which one of your kids' favorite sodas?
Sprite.
Sprite. Have you ever walked in for a Sprite and just got a 7-Up just because?
Of course. Yeah.
You have?
I mean, I have, my kids probably won't drink it.
Okay, but no, but you went in particularly for a Sprite, but you just walked out with Sprite's right here,
Oh, no, if Sprite's there, I'm getting Sprite.
you're getting Sprite.
100%.
It's the same thing. If I'm looking for Lance Bachmann,
Yep,
I'm getting Lance Bachmann,
for sure.
right? I'm not going to whoever else, right? Like, and that's where I don't like that because and a lot of times when you're clicking those names, it's on a broad search, meaning let's just take one of my companies, like, for example, like Munns. I own the Munns, right?
Yep,
Most people are going to type in Munns Construction Company, Munns Roofing Company, right? That's what they're
yep,
known for, right?
yep,
So if I go back on the broad instead of just Munns, right?
sure.
Like if I just type in Munns Holland or Munns Richboro, it's a totally different search and cost per click than Munns Roofing,
Yeah,
right? Munns Roofing might be, let's just say $75, where Munns Holland might be $2.
sure.
Big, big, right? But if let's just say I have Munns as my category keyword, and let's just say, um, give me another roofer, Bachmann's.
Sure.
Bachmann's Roofing goes for Munns keyword. What's the odds of even 1 out of 10 booking? And you don't think about this. You have callbacks coming in, somebody wants to make a payment,
Sure.
all this miscellaneous shit that you just spent $1,000 or $2,000 in PPC that didn't equate to one customer for you.
For sure. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So I just don't even go down that road. Like I just don't.
Makes
Like,
sense.
people are like, oh, I'm doing my competitors' names. I'm like, okay, good luck with that. Have fun with that. They're like, you don't? I'm like, no. I'm like, when's the last time you walked in to a store for anything and came out with the competition?
Sure.
It's very slim, unless they don't have it.
Yep.
So like that's where I just look at it that way. Tell me what you think are the biggest mistakes people make that own a home service company with marketing.
Gosh, I think one of the biggest mistakes is they do tactics, they don't have a system, right? So that they're going through and they're just it's like a fire hose at the end of the month. Like, what are we doing this month? How are we getting leads? How are we getting leads? And they're redoing it each month. Like, put more in paid search. What are we doing in GLSA? How come this isn't working on this lead aggregator? Versus a systematized approach on lead generation and what they're doing from a system standpoint. And then I think the second thing is numbers, right? Like, are they looking at the right numbers? Like, what's their cost per acquisition? Like, what's their customer lifetime value from an Angie's List versus networks or different areas like that? Like, looking at the different things within each platform to see the numbers that they're getting
The problem with a lifetime value customer like yours is different because you're in digital marketing.
and retainer versus
Yeah.
one-time project.
Yeah, you're here for most people. If they're doing roofs, you might come back and get siding also, but that's going to be far in between. You're doing roofing and siding together, but the odds of somebody coming because these guys don't remarket to their
Sure.
customers if they do it. So that's another problem, right? So what's the lifetime value? We don't do a very good job of staying in front of your customers either. So,
Yeah.
that's another whole conversation.
But HVAC,
That's
I'm
a
in,
different
I'm in the home 2 times a year, right? I
if
can
they're
sell you
running the
plumbing.
maintenance contracts the right way. And that's if you offer plumbing,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So, um, what I do think you're going to see as time goes on, these PE firms that own all these different things like roofing,
HVAC.
HVAC, plumbing, electrical,
We're seeing tree now.
trees, painting, you're going to see them become more of a home acquisition cost. What's it cost me to get into the home? Because now I can market to you to all these
For
different
sure.
services inside my company.
Yeah, I just saw 2 different franchises that do that. Home Smiles is one of them, but there's another one that just came out, Bird View, Bird Eye, something like that.
No smiles?
Home Smiles is a new franchise, I guess, that's out there. There's a guy, um,
I hate franchises.
yeah,
Unless you're the franchisor. I mean, like, Home Smiles?
Home Smiles, and then Bird View, Bird Watch, Bird Eye. Not
Home Smiles. Let's see what it is. We focus on your complete home health. Bringing happiness home with maintenance. Okay, here we go.
I'll clean your gutters, I'll power wash for you, I'll change your filters in your house.
The only person making money here is the fucking franchisor. Website doesn't even fucking work right. Come on,
Right.
people. Jesus Christ, it's frozen.
Yeah,
Come on, can I get a site that works here right?
I know a good company.
Okay, here, so let's just say franchise. Let's just see how it works here. I'm always curious because I hate the franchise business because franchisers make so much money. Shouldn't require breaking the bank, comprehensive, no brick, no mortar location. Now that's just good to show you all you need. No brick, no mortar location required. That means you're gonna run this thing out of your home. Just chuck in a truck.
Yep.
Um, Building success together. And I'm not trying to bash this company. I'm just saying, like, you know, how much money can you make?
Yeah, the model's not there to make money.
But they'll make money. Once again, this is their slogan. Low startup costs, low overhead, no brick, no mortar required, and available with SBA financing. So they're gonna have you take loans out for a business that doesn't make much money at all. Um, and I'd be willing to bet you, and I don't know this for a fact, but I'd be willing to bet you their top franchisor is probably doing franchisees probably doing no more than $2 million a year.
Yeah.
So I was gonna buy a company, talk about franchises, and that's why I'm not a fan of, because I looked at every franchise from One-on-One Mobility to Redbox to I mean, you name it, I looked at every franchise because, and I used to speak at the franchise convention up in New York, the big one,
Yeah.
because we did a lot of franchise marketing when I in the digital agency, and you know, these franchisors are making money after money, but then when you meet the franchisees fucking hate the franchisor. I mean, I'm sure you see
Yeah.
this, you
Oh, yeah.
represent 'em. I'm like, "Well, how much money are you doing here?" It's like, I'm gonna be their biggest one." I'm like, "How much?" They're like, "Oh, 1.5 million a year." And meanwhile, I'm doing fucking 8 figures at one SEO. I'm like, "Well," I'm just Lance Bachmann, right? Like, before I sold all these companies,
Sure.
right? I'm
Yeah.
just the guy who's
Yeah.
I'm like, "Well, this doesn't make sense. You're paying 150, you're paying 50 for the licensing, another 3." And it's different than going out and buying a Planet Roof franchise, right? Where you can own 10 of them,
Sure.
right? Like Dexter and my buddy, the Rafters, right? And they wind up selling them to private equity firms for big money, right? Or they just bought pickleball places franchises and they're building them out and they're buying Pilates studios. That's a totally different model.
Yeah.
And you're owning multiple locations, right?
Yep.
And you're getting, normally on those things about 40-50% EBITDA,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So just think about it, right? If let's just say I'm all in and I buy a Pilates franchise for 50,000, and it costs me 500 to build out. I'm in it for 550.
Yep.
And if my revenue is 1.5 million a year, and I'm at a 50% EBITDA number, because what knowing nets about
Sure.
these they're high margin products. Well, I mean, in 1 year, year one, year two, I've easily made all my money back. Now I'm printing money.
Sure.
If you just scale that to 4, 5, 6 of these operations, now you're making real money.
Yep.
When you're doing that with a construction company, it's not as easy to do.
No.
Not even close.
Nope.
And these are construction companies. And they're normally led, these construction companies, I'm not trying to be rude, by guys that are buying franchises are not the most sophisticated businessmen.
Sure.
It's almost like a lifeline for them. So I'm just not a fan of franchises.
And they're hard workers, but yeah.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us today. I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Service Titan and Rilla, our technology of choice to helping us scale and grow our business and making sure all of our viewers have the technology to scale their business so when they want to sell it, they're able to. I mean, the guy that I know that crushes it in the franchise world, Josh Sparks used to own Y Monster, Monster Tree Service here. He sold that, made a boatload of money. Now he owns Mighty Dog. He owns
nice.
all of them. Like he built this whole infrastructure, whole finance, the vehicles. I mean, he built something great with Horsepower Brands. Are you familiar?
Yep. Yep.
And he owns that.
Oh, cool.
And most people don't know that.
That's
and
awesome.
I think he's about ready to sell that whole thing. And I'd be shocked if he gets less than $1 billion for it.
That's awesome.
So, but that's the franchisor.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd be shocked if he gets less than $1 billion. Like, but he's the brightest man I've ever met in it so far.
That's awesome.
And he's just a hardworking, nice guy. Works nonstop.
And built a system.
Oh, he built. Yeah, I mean, he's just a bright guy. But here's a question for you. You're inside home service-based businesses all day long.
Yep.
What do you see they do well? What do you see they don't do well? Give me a few of your wins with marketing, because these guys want some marketing wins. Give me some of the ones that aren't such, that you see just totally fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean, I think some of the wins are, like going back to knowing their numbers and consistency, right? They know who their brand is, they know what their message is, they know what their uniques are, and they're consistent in their messaging month after month. They're not doing a new offer and changing the brand messaging every single month. So we see wins from a consistency standpoint, in how we're putting the marketing out there. And then some stuff they can work on is just closing that loop, right? If you look at the customer loop, as soon as they enter in, like the visibility happens before the click, they're making decisions before they even contact you. So if you don't answer the phone or you keep me on hold,
How many people don't answer the phone, do you think?
I mean,
Just curious.
a lot. I'm telling you, it's a lot. Like it's a lot.
I wonder what it is. How many?
You know what makes you know what drives me crazy, Lance?
Yeah.
The people that do paid search 24/7, but they don't answer the phone after 5 o'clock, and they don't have a call center on the weekends.
You don't need a call center with same day AI.
Yeah. Yeah.
Zero, you sell the tools, they'll do the shit for you.
Absolutely.
Like, that's the whole thing. I don't even understand, like, how do you not have AI?
From an
Just
answering standpoint.
yeah, yeah, like, that's the simplest thing, like, okay, I get you don't wanna use one of these answering services, they suck, I get it, like, I've used them before, like, they suck, okay, no problem, but the
Technology.
agents, the technology is way better. I'm not saying they're better than humans, I don't
Yeah.
believe that yet, but they're good, and it's better than nobody,
Yeah. I mean, they're setting calls, and there's a bunch of them out there
and
you
they're
can choose from now.
oh, there's tons of them.
Yep.
You know,
But that's the thing that we're seeing that's missing the mark, right? Like, they're not closing the loop. They're not taking advantage of the stuff that's coming in. And you talk about speed to lead, like,
and you can't and you gotta walk, and I said this, like, when I owned one SEO, this is what sucks for you, Brandon. Like, you gotta walk on eggshells with customers because 'cause they'll fire
oh
you
yeah,
so fast because these guys just don't care, right?
yep,
I would never gotta work on eggshells ever again. I don't give a fuck. No, not being rude, like,
no,
what are you gonna do, fire me? Like, okay, my kids are still going to
yeah,
private school, my kids are still going to wherever they want for like, we're
100%,
good.
yeah, 100%,
We're good. I don't want you to fire me, but if you don't wanna hear the truth about your business and you suck,
yeah. I have a guy that went from a local guy that went from up to 9 million, then he went back to 7 million, right? And then he went back to 5 million. And I'm like, the leads are there. We're driving leads. We need to spend more money to get more stuff to like because the lead cost per lead's there. I said, how much are you working? Are you working a lot? I work about 10 hours a week. I got two people that run my business.
oh, yeah, you're going out of business that way.
And so he just let him go. And I said to him, I said, "You should have did that 3 years ago. Why are you saying that? You don't think it's the marketing? You don't think this like"
No, I don't think it's the marketing. No, I
not at
think
all.
you didn't work for I think you were on Easy Street making money
For 3,
and
4 years.
your eyes puckered when you saw it going backwards.
Yeah, he was at 9 million. He could have easily at that point, the train's rolling, right?
When you're at 9 million, it's very easy to keep the momentum
Yeah,
going.
it went backwards.
When you're at 9 million, like, I always say this: if you're at like 20 million, 30 million, and you go backwards a little bit because of market down 30%, I understand that because you got to feed the
Sure,
machine, you got to keep sales going. So you'd hope to be flat, right, or maybe down just a little bit, right? You don't want to take too big of a dip down, but you always want to be growing, right? There's a way to if you keep your foot in the gas pedal, you always be growing. When you're at 9 million, you're not big enough that you have to dictate to the market. You can always outgrow it,
for sure. I
and
mean
we always have.
I live in Montgomery County, right, Pennsylvania, right? There's 800,000 asphalt roofs, and they're saying at least 60% of them need new roofs in the next 5 years. 800,000 roofs just in one county. How many counties are across the country?
Well, I mean, doesn't do me no good. I sold months. I can't do Montgomery County, so I don't know if he's trying to piss me off or what he's trying to do over here. But yeah.
But I'm saying that the demand is there for a $9 million guy to easily grow
Oh, listen,
without
nine
despite
million.
himself.
9 million is not a lot, but we don't have a company under 9 million in home services, do we? Yeah, no. Even Solid Dogs that we just sold was 10 million, correct? First year.
Yeah, our IT was, I think, shocked.
No, IT was bigger. Shock was bigger. Um,
Another 10.
I mean, my coaching group with Titan Pro will be a little under 10 this year, and that's our smallest business.
What? One.
Yeah, that's 1 year in business.
Great, that's awesome.
That's 1 year in business. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I have a difference of opinion. I'm like, like, it's so easy to grow a business if you want to.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to, like, I used to have that, like, scarcity mindset, like, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Oh, $1 million business is big. $2 million. I wouldn't even waste my time on a $2 million business.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Huh?
So for me,
I wouldn't. I just be like, dude, unless you want to take this thing and put gas on it, it's not worth the do $2 million. Let's just say we're still at say we crush it, $2 million, and we're at 30%.
Yeah.
Right? And we're crushing it. That's 600,000. I just put that 2 ways. That's 300,000. Literally, if you do that, it's only 20 some thousand a month. I'm not. What the fuck? I want to be in that business for?
yeah,
Like, it's more ass ache if I got to pick up the phone call to you.
for sure,
Now, if I had nothing to do with it, I had to take a phone call. But the odds of that happening are going to be slim.
sure. Absolutely, makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
And like that's the whole thing is like I built my business around operations, not sales and marketing. And over last year, I'm like, dude, what am I doing wrong? Like,
Well, I told you that.
yeah,
I like
absolutely.
it.
That's what. Yeah,
Did you ever take those billboards out like I told you?
I did. And someone said something today, right, Jack? As soon as I walked in, he said, "I see your billboards all the time." It was
Jacob, was that you?
yeah,
I told you, you're a good looking guy. You speak well.
Yeah.
The majority of your business is local. I
Yep.
mean, why the fuck wouldn't you?
As soon as you said that, we changed them, and
Huh?
people call every day now.
Yeah.
That I see your billboard, I see your face, I see that.
I see your face.
See your face.
I see your face. And the thing is, this is like people ask me like, why would you tell? Because I want to see you be successful.
Yeah.
I want to see you
100%.
win. I want to see you grow your business. You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
But when I met you a year ago and you were like, well, I'm really good at operations. I'm like, that's great. But that don't matter. You got to be great at sales.
Yeah. Sales
Like,
marketing. Yeah.
like you got to be great at sales, marketing.
Yep.
You know, put yourself out there. Because I know you were like kind of on the fence about putting yourself out there. I was like,
100%.
who gives a shit? Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna do the right things by people, like for me, like I'm everywhere, and like, what are you gonna do? Like, no, I say this to everybody: go read the comments. You'll never see anyone. They all take shots at me, but nobody could ever say I did something bad to them.
I agree. I mean, I know we're like talking local, but like there's people in this market that are so good in their industries, and they're in their industries because they're obsessed with it. And you said to me like you need to be obsessed with it
Obsessed.
to make it successful. But you see someone locally in Philadelphia, he doesn't sell a better Jeep than anyone else, but he is out there every single day.
Look at Gary Barbera.
That's who I mean.
Yeah, okay, so Gary Barbera, but he's out there, and I'm not being rude to Gary Barbera, like, but he's the ultimate sales guy.
100%.
But there isn't anyone in the Philadelphia region. And if you don't know who he is, you're not. That's a sale right there. They're ringing the bell, baby.
Nice.
I mean, but that's how we live around here.
Yeah.
So what do you think is next for home services and marketing? Like, what's if I'm starting? Let's talk about this. If I'm a $2 million operation,
For sure.
where should I be focusing my marketing on? Let's start there, and then we go to 5, and then we're above 10.
Yeah, I mean, from a 1 to 2 million, I mean, like, so we built a 3 peaks marketing program, and the first peak is all lead generation, right? So there's 10 different waypoints on there. The first waypoint is Google local service ads. You can really compete in Google services from a small business standpoint more than you can in paid search.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I would say, like, I had a guy call me that I had a guy call me recently from New York, right? And he just started out. He's new in the business. Let's just go Google local services. We're going to start there. We're going to grow your leads from there, and then we'll start adding additional waypoints along the way. But I think GLSA and lead aggregators are the top 2 things, in my opinion. And
Are you running lead aggregators for people?
so we support them and help them get them off the ground. Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
They need it.
Yep.
I'm
And then-
a lead aggregator fan. You know that.
Yeah. So we help them with that. The other area is like they got to have their CRM up. So can we help them from a CRM standpoint, put them on Go High Level, or if they're big enough at some point, to put them on Service Titan, because we're Service Titan partners now. So we help them integrate their marketing modules, and if they're in Marketing Pro, build out their email funnels for them if needed. But GLSA,
I work so high level.
I love Go High Level from a marketing
We
standpoint.
use it here for 2 things, for 2 of our businesses, right?
Go high level.
Yeah.
For all.
Yeah, we use it for
Yeah,
almost half.
we're
We
big-
use
I'm a big
Service
fan.
Titan for our home service companies, and we use Go High Level for all of our other companies.
Yeah, it's great.
And we like Go High Level. We
It's
like
great.
that
There's
thing
great
too.
marketing.
We use it for our conference too.
There's great marketing snapshots in there. There's great funnels that we build out. All the SMS stuff is really good. That's
So
where.
you build out, and you guys have a team in house, or do you sub it out?
So we had a team. We sub out the snapshots, and then we manage it in house, all the campaigns and sequences.
We got a guy in here right now. We use to build out our snapshots. He built out our snapshots. Nice kid. What's his name?
Volunteer that?
Yeah,
First,
Christian. Nice kid. He does good work. He's young. What's he? 25, 24?
I think so. He's quiet, but he does a very good job.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He does.
That's cool.
But we hire him to build all of our shit out. Like
That's
young
awesome.
kid, selling dirt cheap. Yeah, tell him all the time you get for a lot more money than what you build.
Comes in what, once a quarter?
Comes in once a quarter.
Yes, that's great. I mean, there's someone overseas that we use sometimes to build out some snapshots. There's a guy that built his company. His name's Hunter. That was one of the first people on High Level. He'll build a snapshot for like $750 and put it into your platform for you. So it's really good. And
Yeah, I mean, like, it's all templated. People don't understand that. So these guys are making hand over fist. Here's the next question for you. If you're a $5 million company, what you should be doing?
Yeah, from 5 million, I mean, I think that there's multiple touch points that you're having with these customers because you have more sales leads coming in. So you're going to be doing GLSA, you're going to be doing paid search, you're going to have your lead aggregators, and then you're going to start dominating local markets, adding some grassroots marketing, right? Adding some grassroots marketing and doing direct mail as well. So if that neighborhood you're doing a roof, right? Are we hitting the 50 homes around that?
Do you do direct mail?
We do. We support them. So we partner with some people on larger programs. But if they're just doing an every door direct mailer for 50 homes and it's a smaller company, like a $5 million company, we'll run it all day for them. We'll do $60 EDM or 60 cents EDMs for them.
Okay.
But like grassroots, I think is like this untapped resource for small businesses, right? Like how can I make dominant presence in my 5 mile range against larger businesses? It's sponsor the local high school, right? It's doing the local little leagues, like not just getting your name on the back, but I want to put my name on the back of your shirt, right? It's going to cost me $300 to $500, really cheap, but I want a table at your opening day, right? Baseball season starting soon. all these opening days are happening. If I had a roofing company table at all that opening day, shaking hands, handing out promo items, I think it's a great opportunity to be in that community and differentiate yourself.
Know what a maniac I was? So when my partner Scott, my ex-partner, we sold Shock together. And Scott was like the best partner you could ever have. Probably one of my favorite partners. I said, Scott, we're gonna start doing community outreach, like we're gonna do it ourselves. And Scott's like a thinker guy. I mean, bright guy, smart guy, owns homes in Costa Rica. Like he's gonna turn his pennies. He's gonna. As I sold 6 companies.
Yep.
He's only sold 1. I believe Scott, by the time we're both dead, he's gonna have more money than me.
Nice.
Like he's just that guy, right? He knows how to
Yeah.
make money, stretch money. So we're like, yeah, we're gonna go to all the local baseball games, football games, and we're handing out ice cream, right? And we had this whole thing. And he went to China, this fucking dude. And what's that called? The vendor thing we had, like where we had it's built like the ice cream truck. We had the ice cream truck built like with a trailer.
Yeah.
We had a custom trailer built, to hand out ice cream, popcorn, whatever it was that we wanted to give out at all the community events. But what wound up happening is we sold all of our local companies here, and by the time we had it, I actually gave it to my buddy Doug, over at Superior Tank, because I sold Munns, I sold Shock,
Sure.
sold one SEO, and we were like, we have no more local companies.
Yeah.
So we can't even use it. But we had this whole custom thing for that grassroots marketing
It's huge.
that people don't understand. Like, I've always said this about Chris Munns. Why so many people use Chris Munns is, and I'm not being disrespectful to Chris, I don't think Chris is the best businessman in the world. I think he's a good businessman. I think Chris Munns is a great man. And I'm not being disrespectful to him.
Sure.
He's just a great man.
Sure.
So I think when you're just a great person
It's contagious.
in the community, I think that's why Munns did so well. His dad was just a great man. He was a great man. And it just got contagious. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he was like the best business guy by any means. I just think, like, if something went wrong, he fixed it. He's just that guy. Always smiling, never going to give you a problem about fixing it. He wants you happy.
Yep.
Customer comes first type shit all the time.
Yeah.
And that's why I knew I could take Munns and just take that name and just blow it up. Same thing with Jim Rupert. And I don't think people give a lot of credit to what their name is and their reputation of their name.
Yeah. It's huge. I mean, it's more. There was, I think, at the Build It to Sell conference, I forget who had it up on stage when they were talking, but PayPal hired a direct head of content for the CEO. $200,000 was the position. All they did is the content for the CEO.
Mhm.
So the CEO is as important as the business anymore, and there's so much brand equity in the CEO that there wasn't before. The CEO was always behind the curtain. So today's marketing, it's crazy.
I think people are changing that, like, and this is why you have to change that is, I'm very at the forefront of LB Capital, the Build to Sell It movement, without blame. 'Cause I believe in it. I'm passionate about it. I believe that's the only way. But I'm not involved in any of my roofing companies or really even my technology companies. Most people don't know I own technology companies still. But with that being said, I'm not afraid to get involved with those companies if something's wrong.
Sure.
Like right away, I'll get involved.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be said for that. That's the same reason why 6 private equity firms have bought my companies.
For sure.
And I'll sell more this year. But you better make sure you're doing the right things in a small business. I said to a guy the other day, he's like, I'm like, how do you have $800,000 in debt in a business that only does $2 million a year? He's like, well, this went this way. I said, but you still have your house. You still have all these nice cars. I see you going away. Do you think maybe you're just overspending and not doing the right things? He's like, well, I got to live. Well, you're not going to live. Your business is going to go under now.
Yeah.
And you're going to be figuring shit out.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's pretty, here is the thing. When you do free audits, I'm assuming you guys still do free audits, right? Like
Yep.
everyone else, right?
Yeah.
When you guys do free audits, what's the biggest thing like that comes back that's red flags?
Gosh. And you know what? The opportunity to use technology anymore to do these audits, we're getting more and more sophisticated ourselves with that kind of stuff.
Who's doing your audit? SEMrush?
No, so we have an agent that we build out to do a comprehensive SEO audit and then a web analysis based on sites.
But you're pulling that shit from someone API. You didn't build it yourself. Like
No, so we use N8N to build an agent for us, 100%.
Yeah.
Our tools that we use, we pulled off SEMrush. We're on
Yeah.
Search Atlas now. So we're big fans of Search Atlas.
Yeah, I tell people that when people try saying that shit to
But we
me,
do have an agent that's built out that's separate.
I know
for the tools we
it's
use.
all
Yeah.
and like some girl tried telling me what was her name? Really nice girl. She was like, "Oh, this is all my stuff." I'm like, "It ain't your shit."
Yeah.
I'm like, "You don't have the money for this shit to be
Yeah.
yours." I'm like, "I know what it costs to build this shit out." And we're at dinner. Where were we at when we were at dinner? We were at that steakhouse. Was it back? Yeah, yeah, we're at Auntie's nice steakhouse, and I was like, "This shit ain't your shit." He's like, "What?" Like, I wasn't being rude. Her boyfriend's right there. I'm like, "You're lying to me." And Bill was, I was like, "Oh shit, here we go." Because you know me,
Yeah.
like, I'm like, why don't you just tell people what you're using? Because then what really happens is you now are taken out of the equation
For sure.
because everybody thinks you're trying to sell them.
Well, I'm a big fan of transparency. That's
Yeah.
really big with the tools. And I tell people, like, what's the tangible I'm buying? Because I grew up in a small business, so I know what that is. So we tell people all the time, SEO tangibles are, we're going to build these pages out for you, and we're going to hand you something at the end of the month to show you the results of why we're getting, but we're telling you how we're doing it along the way so you understand why we're doing it. But yeah, the tools and transparency is key. I mean, trust is so important anyway.
Yeah. Like people always ask me when I see it, they're like, "We built an app there, right?" And I never forget we built this fucking app, and it was killer. It integrated your rankings, your
Yeah.
conversions. It not just Google Analytics. We had your search console in there. We had your phone calls in there. I mean, the app had everything you'd want if you were in the digital market.
Yeah.
So I probably spent me and Anthony Kane, smart kid. I don't know. We probably spent 300, 400 hours building this thing out, right? We launch it, and at this time, it was probably taking me. I probably invested 100 grand into it, 200, which doesn't sound like a lot of money, but it is
Still.
back 13, 14 years ago. It was really the time it took us to build it and really well think this
Sure.
thing out because you're doing all these API calls. You know how absolutely right.
Yeah.
And I was so excited. I'm like, this is going to be the game changer. This is what everyone wants. This was the fucking game changer, brand of game changers. And we were spending probably at the time 4 to 5 hours a week maintaining it, making sure everything's correct and data pools. And I think we figured out it was like $10,000 a month our cost, maybe 15 total we knew just to upkeep this, right? And one day, I just shits and giggles. Because I'd ask people, I'm like, "Man, how do you like the app? How do you like the app?" And people would be like, "Oh, I love the app. People, I love the app." So I was like, "You know what, man?" I was like, "I want to see how many people are using the app." Guess how many people were actually using the app?
Zero.
We had one customer.
Yeah.
One fucking customer, man.
Yep.
I was blown away.
We have a huge
And we got
dashboard.
rid of it.
Yeah.
We got rid of it. One customer was logging in, and the best part is when I got rid of it, he fired us.
Yeah.
And I was like, "But no offense, dude, for what you pay me," I think he was paying $3,000 a month.
And it's time to keep upkeep.
I'm like, "Dude, like, it doesn't make business sense.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude to you. Like, I'd rather be fired by you. I just made $7,000. No one else was even logging in."
We
I was like, "You have all this information at the tip of your hands."
Yeah, we use agency analytics, right? So we build out
Yeah.
live dashboard for customers to see all
Yeah.
their stuff, and invest a nice penny into it. But you can see when users log in. No one logs in. No one
It's
checks in.
amazing to me.
But they don't care about what's under the hood. Am I getting leads and what's my cost per lead? So like we're trying to learn and be more sophisticated that they want 3 numbers, right? We build out a spreadsheet now, Excel spreadsheet, right? Google Sheet
Yeah.
that says you spent this on GLSA, you had this many leads, here's your cost per lead. You spent this on paid search, you had this many leads. And it's just, that's the only sheet they want to see. And they'll look at it every single day because all they care about is that cost per lead and where it's coming from.
I got one better for you. I got to find it for you. So these people all have boards, call boards. I'm sure you're familiar with them.
Yeah.
You should integrate with the ones that let you and get their marketing spend up and down for what you need to keep their call boards full. I mean, if you have good
That'd
relationships,
be awesome. Yeah.
because that's what we did. And listen, you know, when I was there, the thing was running on cylinders. We were fucking growing and growing and growing. You know, I don't know how they're doing now because I don't talk to many people over there. I sold to a search fund. Don't ever sell to a search fund. I think I told you that.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't ever sell to a search fund. Ever. It's the worst thing you could ever do. You know, there's too many good private equity characters out there to sell to ones that are shitheads. But whatever, that's a whole other story. You know, you've had a lot of success. You have kids. How many kids do you have?
4. Don't recommend it to anybody.
I got 4 too. That's a lot.
It is.
You know, how do you balance the work-life balance with being a father? Because it's hard.
It's really hard, and it's a struggle every day for everyone, right? Like, I mean, I'm up at 4 a.m. I start working at 4 a.m. I work until 10 p.m. at night. Sometimes it's on the go, sometimes it's in the office, but I'm always logged in. I'm always on, and my mind just races on work. It's just the entrepreneur spirit and what I want to do, but I still make time to coach, right? So I still coach at three of the 4 kids in soccer. They're still taking them back and forth to their practices for things. So I'm working, but I'm on the road working and at least being present with the kids when I'm there.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be. I try and tell people, people are like, "Oh, man, like, they tell me I travel a lot." And my wife is like, "He doesn't travel at all anymore compared to when I used to." When I started my company, 2008. So how many years ago is that now? Almost 18 years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
I was on the road. Like, I remember going to Europe to close a car dealership.
yeah,
Do you remember Kodak Express? I flew over there. Like, dude, I went every country just drunk. 'Cause, like, back then, wherever you called me from,
sure.
I, because in the, no, I don't care what anyone says. If you're in person, you're going to close a lot better than any Zoom meeting. And I try and explain that to people, and people are like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, if you're serious about closing clients,
Yep.
get in front of them, hand to hand, shake hands.
So I have a great story for you. So in December, so I got introduced to a guy. Actually had a call. I had to build it to sell at conference, right? So I ran up to my hotel room and did it. So it's December 5th, 6th, around there. December 19th, week of Christmas, week before Christmas. It was Tuesday, so whatever that was, 16th or
Yeah.
19th. I need you here on Friday. I said, dude, it's a week before Christmas. Like he said, I said, all right. I said, I can't come Friday. I'll come Monday. He said, I'll see you on Monday, the 22nd. Book my airfare, right? Week of Christmas, you know what that probably costs. Calls me. I said, hey, I got my airfare. I'll see you on Monday. He said, I didn't know it was Christmas week. I'm away. I need you to come Friday instead. So I had to call, change my ticket, pay for all that stuff. But I went that week because he asked me to come that week. Uh, 3 weeks later, I guess 2 weeks ago, I closed the biggest MRR I've ever closed at $25,000 a month.
I mean, but if you don't take
But
that flight,
if
you
I didn't
don't
go,
believe in
there's
yourself.
not a chance.
I mean, and that's the thing. People don't realize there's nothing like in-person meetings to get to know people, to build bonds,
100%.
relationships. And you see, I'm very in person.
Yeah.
Like, I tell people that all the time. Like, I don't like the Zoom calls. I don't think Zoom calls work out well.
Yeah.
You can't read people. You can't do this, right? Like, because this is really like people like this is a podcast, but this is really just a meeting.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here, two guys, just talking shit.
Yep.
I mean, honestly, it's about business.
Yeah.
Like, there's no script here. Like, you see this, there's not questions on the page. It's just your bio.
Yep.
I don't have candid questions. And if there was questions, I damn sure wouldn't even read them off. Like, whatever comes to my mind, I say. You know,
And people every day now, like, is it AI? Like, or you see the M dashes in the, it's like, come on, you didn't even try there. Right.
yeah, I mean, yeah, that's
One
all
thing,
the-
one thing that I picked up from you, I mean, I started sending my wife video text messages. She's like, "What are you doing? That's not you." I'm like, "No, Lance does it. It works really well. I want to
it
start
does.
sending
The
them."
video messages does work well. People think you're crazy, but I mean, you can't misconstrue video messages. What is next for your shop? Because it's changing fast. The
Yeah.
space is changing fast. You have what, probably 20, 25 people working for
25
you?
people.
So yeah, that's a nice size shop. I mean, you're growing.
Yeah.
What's next? Because you got to stay ahead of things.
For sure. I mean, I think the biggest thing for us is, like, I've seen 10% growth year over year, right? I haven't seen that hockey stick with other people seen. And we've been more local, like you said. I mean, and we've been more general, to be honest with you, for up until 2 years ago. So we're really diving into two specific verticals and getting out there more and being a part of
Was
the
it verticals? Was it two verticals?
home services and healthcare.
Okay. Healthcare is good too.
Healthcare is great because different than home services, which is speed to lead, it's more sticky because I don't need leads today. I need patients, but over time, so it's more sticky than it is home services.
And they got bigger budgets.
Yes,
That's a fact. Healthcare has big
for sure.
budgets.
Yeah.
And you're not dealing with the owner normally, dealing with a marketing director normally.
Most likely, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. And so for us, it's being part of more associations and growing more nationally, and just bringing that demand capture platform that we have across the country. And how do we make more home service companies grow and succeed with the better technology, with better relationships, and then integrating into a system versus a tactic approach.
Here's a question for you. Me and you were talking last year, bullshitting. You came down to build the Sell It conference.
Yes.
You were a little bit hesitant. You're like, I really don't go to many conferences. It's not
Yeah.
my stick.
We haven't done it. Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was awesome. I mean, from a fan standpoint, I mean, seeing some of the speakers up there, I learned a ton from them. I had a meeting today with a real estate company, right? They're a brokerage company. They're trying to grow. They have like 50 agents on them. And I sat there and I kid you not, Lance, I said, I was at this conference this year and Jesse Cole spoke, and you want your real estate company to be great in media, you need to create you wouldn't believe moments, right? You wouldn't believe this realtor went an extra mile. You wouldn't believe you did this. And it was all from the Build It to Sell conference. And what Jesse was talking about is what is those you wouldn't believe moments in your market? I mean, and obviously from a work standpoint, right? That's most important. I mean, we had great conversations with people. We've connected with over a half dozen clients or became clients already, and even double that of leads, if not more. So from a
So it paid for itself 10 times
hands
over
down.
for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
And it's not just roofing, like it was other verticals as well.
oh yeah, this year it's all of it. Like this year I don't like people don't realize I sold HVAC, I've sold painting,
Yeah.
you know,
We just one of the companies we got from Build It to Sell It is a painting company.
of course, like it's doesn't matter if you could do home service marketing, you could do it all. People are like, oh, I'm a roofing marketing expert. No, you're not.
Yeah.
That's all you think you are. It's the same exact fucking metrics.
Yes.
Like it's the same exact
homeowner.
metrics. Well, it's not that same homeowner, same demographic. The only thing you're changing out is the key phrases and some other things,
Sure.
obviously. But um, here, listen, I want to thank you for coming in. I
Thank you for having
appreciate it. It's nice seeing you. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're growing. I'm glad you took my advice and you put that pretty face up on a billboard. Keep it up there. Trust me, it's going to pay dividends over time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
If you need anything from me, let me know. Okay, brother. How people get a hold of you?
BEmarketing.com. Visit BEmarketing.com.
BEmarketing.com?
Yes.
All right, give out your cell phone, Brian, like everyone else, in
Yeah.
case someone's listening, wants someone to help them out with marketing.
Absolutely. Any questions, don't hesitate to call me anytime. 484-614-4066.
I'm going to make a sales guy out of you sooner or later, brother.
Thanks.
All right.